Good afternoon, beloved class of 2025. We are coming together as community for the very last time. We are blessed by the presence of God, and we are surrounded by the love and support of community. Take a moment to breathe it in. Today we name and celebrate with you all that you have accomplished in these years at Augustana. And today we also send you out into the world. We are completely filled with pride and gratitude for the accomplishments of this class. So let us now enter the significance of this graduation ceremony, trusting that God is blessing every moment of our sacred space together and readying you for the life that you will now live. Dearest class of 2025, God bless you and hold you this day and always. Amen. You may be seated.
I hereby open the 165th Annual Commencement Convocation with thanks to the musicians who helped bring our minds and hearts together. First to the Augustana Choir, led by Dr. John Hurdy, and the Augustana Symphonic Band, led by Dr. James Lambrecht. Thank you. Congratulations to all today's graduates. Congratulations for all you have achieved and the many ways in which you have grown, developed, and defined yourself. This is an exciting and hard-earned day. Welcome to all the family and friends, faculty, staff, and trustees who have made this day possible in one way or another, and to our speaker and his family. Graduates, in your time at Augustana, you have heard us talk often about community. The Augie community, the Rock Island community, the Quad Cities community, and many others. A central Lutheran belief is that anyone who loves and serves their neighbor is doing God's work. So serving community is a foundational value of Lutheran higher education. It is also one of the concepts that has frayed most in our nation and others over the last decade or so. You've spent your last few years in the midst of the Augustana community, where you've been bolstered by peers, faculty, and staff who share your vision for success and are committed to helping you attain your dreams. Now you will be entering the wider world, and part of what I hope you will take forward with you is a commitment to connecting with others and an abiding belief that helping your neighbors makes the world better. In doing so, you will be swimming against the tide. In the United States, Americans' knowledge and trust of their neighbors is declining. A survey conducted by the Pew Charitable Trust in March of this year revealed that only 26% of Americans say they know their neighbors, and less than half, 44%, say they trust them. Both numbers are down from the 2018 survey when the sense of trust exceeded half at 52%. The sense of trust also correlates with similarity. The more similar respondents believe they were to their neighbors in terms of race or ethnicity, education, and economic levels, the more likely they were to trust them. And interestingly, while most respondents said they would do things for their neighbor, such as watering the plants or bringing in the mail if needed, bringing a meal to someone who is sick, many fewer respondents believed that their neighbors would respond in kind. Neighboring, the idea of serving those around us and building community with them, was essential to Martin Luther's articulation of faith. Lutheran ideals value service so much that they define leadership as a calling to love our neighbors and serve the common good. Neighboring is not something we do for ourselves or for those most like us, but for the benefit of all, and it should be done without judgment. A person of faith, Luther said, quote, serves willingly and takes no account of gratitude or ingratitude, of praise or blame, of gain or loss. For a man does not serve that he may put men under obligations. He does not distinguish between friends and enemies or anticipate their thankfulness or unthankfulness, but he most freely and most willingly spends himself and all that he has. Graduates, you are entering a divided world, a world where we are questioning community and who can or should be a part, where we are questioning inclusion and the costs it may bring, and where we struggle to reach across differences of place and perspective to find common ground. All of these issues are important topics of political debate, yet we are growing more comfortable with pointing out what we think is wrong than searching for where there is right, defining difference rather than finding shared interest, which is why you are exactly what this world needs. You've spent your time on campus doing the hard work of listening, debating, compromising, and reaching across difference. You've learned to work with all kinds of people from different parts of the US and the world with different lived experiences, outlooks, and visions, and a shared commitment to making things better. Carry those skills with you. The time you've spent learning in the classroom across the Quad Cities and even across the globe has prepared you for the world you now enter. You know from your experience here that higher education is where we prepare impactful citizens, not just for careers, but for real life, to think critically, understand different viewpoints, and contribute to the communities we share. It is also where we learn to work side by side with people whose backgrounds we can scarcely imagine, and where we recognize that our own experience is not the totality of possibility. One of the most eloquent voices on community in the United States was Bell Hooks, an author and social critic who spoke extensively about community as a space of respect and mutual responsibility. The Utne Reader named her to its 1995 list of 100 visionaries who can change your life, and Time magazine made her one of its 100 Women of the Year in 2020. She spoke often about education as the practice of freedom, where we each hold the responsibility to ensure that we are open to ideas different from our own. I can tell you that she practiced what she preached. I knew her as Gloria Watkins, my freshman year English professor. She encouraged us to speak honestly and embrace difference, and she held us accountable for listening to others. She went simply by Gloria, and she insisted on viewing discussions as places of openness and care where all came equal and equally responsible for creating the whole. Writing as Bell Hooks, her pen name, she said, quote, "Beloved community is formed not by the eradication of difference, but by its affirmation, by each of us claiming the identities and cultural legacies that shape who we are and how we live in the world." Graduates, remember those words as you leave here today, and remember the commitment of Lutheran higher education. Making the world a better place starts with an open heart and mind, with a promise to do good by others, serve without judgment, and live with trust and goodwill. If you bring those qualities to your personal and professional life, then you will not only build community, you will fulfill the responsibility of neighboring. Godspeed. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our student speaker, who is a psychology major from Pana-Eva, Hawaii. Representing the class of 2025, please welcome Ocean Keola Akau.
Aloha mai e na kumu, na haumana, na ohana, a me na hoa o ka papa iwa kalua kumalima. Good afternoon, faculty, students, family, and friends of the class of 2025. O wao Ocean Keola Akau, nho au I Pana-Eva, Hawaii, nui ko'u ha'aheo I ke ku ana I mua o ko me ke ia mana'o. My name is Ocean Akau. I am from Pana-Eva, Hawaii, and I'm excited to be giving the student address this afternoon. I would first like to thank President Talentino for this opportunity. I am truly honored to be able to represent all of my peers and fellow classmates. Also, thank you to all of those who helped me keep this a secret, and to all of my friends and family that had no idea I would be giving the student address. Surprise. One of the questions I've gotten so used to being asked, as I'm sure many of you are wondering, is what is someone from Hawaii doing here? And my answer was almost always, I play water polo. But standing here 4 years later, my answer is still that I play water polo, but that I'm here because I found a special community at Augustana. A big part of my life has been about community. I always envisioned myself being somewhere that offered me the same sense of community I have felt growing up on a small island, and I can honestly say that I found it during my time here. I felt it when I first stepped onto this campus a little over 4 years ago on a water polo recruiting trip. I was sitting in the Kent Anderson Club amongst several other families and recruits, 4 of which are now my teammates. I listened to several presenters spoke of excellence here at Augustana College, a leading liberal arts institution, a promise of amazing learning opportunities, a long history of academic All-Americans, and a place where you can find a balance and do it all. This quickly became the reality of my experience as a student here, so much so that I got my sister Waiahuli to join me here 2 years later. The passionate way the faculty, administrators, and coaches spoke of this institution is something that I now share as a soon-to-be alumni, and I encourage all of you to carry that same passion and pride of being a graduate of Augustana College in all that you do. During my time here, I had the privilege of being a part of the first women's water polo team at Augustana. Starting this program was truly one of the most rewarding experiences of my life, but it was not without its trials and challenges. Our historic program success over the first few years showed me the accomplishments possible when you commit your full effort to something. And if nothing else, being on this team taught me to dream big. During the first few weeks of practice, it was hard to envision ourselves as a powerhouse team. None of us had ever played at the collegiate level, none of us had seen each other play, nor had many of us been this far east. But when swim sets seemed hard and getting back at 3 a.m. from travel weekends started to catch up to us, our coaches reminded us to dream big, remember our goals, and no matter what, give it our best effort. We learned as we went and found ourselves performing better and better. But it was because of those big dreams and countless hours of hard work that a group of 18-year-olds found themselves in the National Final Four just a few months later. 4 national tournament qualifications, 3 conference championships, and 3 straight national third-place finishes later, I am proud to say we achieved the dreams a group of naive freshmen had set for themselves 4 years ago. Kulia ikanu'u, a Hawaiian proverb that teaches to strive to reach the highest. Let this be a reminder to continue to strive to reach the highest, dream big, and don't be afraid to set big goals for yourself. Sitting here was once only a dream, and what is now proven was once only imagined. We have proven today that we can do hard things and achieve the big dreams that we set for ourselves. When any of you question or when further challenges arise, just remember today. Remember this feeling of accomplishment and achievement. Anytime you doubt yourself, remember what got you here. While leaving the year-long summer weather for 4 years of Midwest winters was certainly not a lifelong dream of mine, I am proud to say that I am exactly where I thought I would be, leaving with more than just an education, but with a community. As students at a liberal arts college, we've all had the unique opportunity to gain experiences in a variety of fields and pathways. There is no other place where you are able to have such unique learning experiences. No other place where you can join clubs and Greek groups while competing in a collegiate sport, or pursue multiple majors and minors while studying abroad. I certainly can't imagine another place where I would be able to study general chemistry and the history of protest music in the same semester. Or take a 300 level class where I would be playing the kazoo and doing theater at a retirement home. We've all had the opportunity to explore outside of our interests and learn something from a new perspective. This doesn't end today, but we will all continue to learn so much from a variety of different sources. A'ohe pau ka'ike kahala ho'okahi. All knowledge is not taught in the same school. We may all go on to explore vastly different jobs or opportunities, but we have the opportunity to continue to learn from so many different people and places. Keep an interdisciplinary mindset and continue to apply all of the learning skills we have acquired during our time here. I would like to extend a mahalo to all of the faculty, staff, administrators, and loved ones that have helped get us here today. Whether big or small, you have played a pivotal role for each and every one of these graduate successes. I would like to express a mahalo to all of those who specifically impacted my own journey. A'ohe nui kahana ke alu'ia. No task is too big when done together. To all of my teammates, Coach Pryor, Coach O, and especially Team 1, thank you for taking a chance on this program with me 4 years ago and for letting me be a part of something so special. To all of my friends, especially Charlotte, thank you for the lifelong memories and for your endless support. To all of my mentors in the psychology and neuroscience department, thank you for helping me find my field of study, my passion, and most importantly, for feeding me on week 9 nachos. To my family and my parents, Lacey and Keola, thank you for being my biggest inspirations, the people who have always kept me grounded and reminded me where I come from. Thank you for always supporting me, even when I decided to move 5,000 miles away from home. And when I got invited on that water polo recruiting trip all those years ago, thank you for encouraging me to go. Even though I swore I would never move this far, you insisted that this was a great opportunity, and as it turns out, you were right. And to all of you, the graduates, thank you for the opportunity to share my time here with such a special group. As we celebrate our accomplishments and leave here today, I would like to leave you with one final word, kaya ulu. In the Hawaiian language, this translates to community. Hawaiian culture is built on the foundation that our family and our communities make up who we are. No matter where we go or what we do, we carry the pride of our ohana, our lahui, and our kaya ulu. During our time here, we've all built a community, our own group of people who have shaped the people sitting here today. Let us remember the community we have built and continue to lean into them. As we move on to the next phase of our lives, remember that you will always carry the name of Augustana College in all that you do. So wear it proudly. Keep putting forth the effort and hard work that got you here today, and know that your Augustana community will be here cheering you on along the way. Mahalo nui loa kako, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
And now, to introduce the commencement speaker, I call forward Dr. Jose Buquin, Associate Professor of Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Thank you, President Talentino, and good afternoon. Today, it is my honor to introduce the commencement speaker for this 165th annual convocation. Our speaker is known to many of us in the Western Illinois thanks to his many years as a television meteorologist, sharing critical information about our local economy and, at least in the winter, to all of us who might have hoped classes would be canceled. Spoiler alert, Augustana rarely cancels classes. But today, we welcome our speaker not only as a meteorologist, but as a twice-elected member of Congress. In Washington, D.C., our speaker represents Illinois' 17th Congressional District and serves on the House Agriculture and Armed Service Committee. Friends, please join me in welcoming Congressman Eric Sorensen.
Good afternoon, Vikings. Yeah. All right, spoiler alert, you're almost graduated. You just have to get through this, and that's it. What an incredible day we have, and I'm not talking about the weather. Today's a day of celebration. It's a day of reflection. It's a day of possibility. But first of all, let me say thank you. Thank you to President Talentino, to the incredible faculty and staff, to the families who've made sacrifices to support these remarkable students, and most of all to you, the class of 2025. I also want to recognize two of my very good friends who are here today, Rich and Becky Gokin. Now, Rich and Becky, we were part of the same tribe when we were studying at Northern Illinois University. While I was trying to figure out how to graduate in meteorology, Rich was in engineering and Becky was studying education. But they're not here today because I'm your speaker. Both of their two kids are Augie Vikings. Jade has a few years left, but I'm proud to be here to see Emma Gokin cross the stage, someone I've known her entire life. So to Becky and Rich and all parents, I'm proud of you all for raising good kids. And to Emma and all of our graduates, congratulations on being your parents' good kids. Please give yourself a round of applause. Today's a milestone that no one can take away from you. And to the graduates, today is a day that you will remember forever. Through your hard work and your determination, you have made it to this day. And let's not forget all of the long nights that you studied at Brandon's and Kavanaugh's. For the parents and the grandparents, those aren't classmates of them, those are the drinking establishments. But seriously, they're also locally owned restaurants. And I will say that it's a place where your congressman has visited you too. You may not have known that I was there, but I could see you after sports triumphs and at birthday parties, and just to take off a load of steam. Group chats are sometimes over Quad City style pizza, and there's always caffeine for late nights when you weren't sure if you knew enough to ace that exam or get that report done. But even though your classmates gave you the support, you knew that your future was all dependent on one person, you. Even things were really hard. Let's not pretend like this is easy. This was a college experience that only you can take credit for. You began your college journey in a global pandemic. Your first years here were marked with so much uncertainty. You learned to adapt to Zoom classes and also the embarrassment when you were talking on mute. I'll tell you, one of the most important reasons that I decided to run for the United States Congress was the fact that through a pandemic, we needed hundreds, if not thousands, of scientists that would help neighbors make good decisions. We didn't have enough. Today, I am so proud because we have new scientists among our graduates who will help change the future. To everyone, we must acknowledge that being here is no small feat. This moment belongs to you. Each person's path in life is different. It's what makes being an American extra special. You know, as a kid, I was just a hopeless scaredy cat, afraid of storms and tornadoes. But that life experience of mine made me unique. And now I stand before you as the only meteorologist in Congress. For more than 2 decades of my life, I woke up early, I drank lots of coffee, I stayed up late to track storms and drank lots of coffee. But it wasn't about saying that there was a 20% chance of rain or phoning it in. because I served the people who needed me? Did I give people what they needed? Could I be sure that what I said was as accurate as possible? By working hard, I sometimes took for granted that through it all, I was earning the trust of the people that I served. And it surely doesn't mean that I got the weather right every day. In fact, some of my biggest screw-ups were like when people would joke with me that, hey, Eric, it was great shoveling that 6 inches of air. Those mistakes I had to learn from. You see, learning doesn't end. That's where we are right now. Even if you're not going to continue your formal education beyond today, you are nowhere near the end of your learning journey. And the storm that you're tracking may not be behind you on some giant green screen. It may be in front of you, but it also may be shrouded in your own self-doubt. Have you learned enough to get through safely? Thanks to your experience here at Augustana, the answer is hell yeah. Now, some of you have jobs lined up. Some of you are going to continue on to grad school, and some of you are going to take a leap of faith in chasing dreams that don't neatly fit into a plan. And yes, some of those decisions may mean that your parents get more gray hair. That's okay, because life isn't in a straight line. It's got zigs and zags, successes and stumbles. But what I know that I can share with you, you don't have to have it all figured out today. And if you think you've got it all figured out, we probably need to talk. Sometimes when I royally screwed up the weather, and I couldn't figure out what went wrong, I often joked that was just God trying to say, don't try to figure me out. But don't feel like you need to know everything about your future today. What's important, though, is that you have the destination in sight. And it's okay if you don't know which road to get to that destination today. You're going to figure it out. In Washington, I have the honor of representing the people of Central and Northwestern Illinois in the House of Representatives. But while I thought there was no way that my previous life could have ever helped me now, I understand it's a lot the same. My job is to listen, to prepare, to advocate, and deliver results so we have a better tomorrow, no matter what the storm in front of us is going to cause. Will we be ready for it? And when there's uncertainty, will we have the faith to know that the outcome will be okay? When I ran for Congress, I didn't have the answers. Actually, I had more questions than answers. Like, how do we build a country where everyone, no matter your background, gets a fair shot? 2021 was the year when I heard the call to serve my community in a different way. 4 years ago, when you were starting college, I made the leap to public service. It wasn't long ago. You know, I remember that morning when the previous Congresswoman, Sherry Bustos, decided that she wasn't going to run for a re-election. I was sitting in the TV studio at WQAD News 8, giving the weather. Both of our news anchors, one of them an Augie grad named Angie Sharp, said, "You need to run for Congress." And I think I mouthed back to you, I'm like, "You guys are crazy." But then I remembered thinking, what is my purpose? And then I went into the filing cabinet and I looked through my employment contract with the TV station, and my 5-year commitment was just about to end. Why did I just spend 20 years of my life in the same congressional district? I didn't have enough money to quit my job, but this was too important. And what was ahead was some of the most difficult parts of my career. Walking away from the only thing that I wanted to do when I was a kid. How would a Bachelor of Science in Meteorology help a member of Congress? And before I could figure that out, people said that a meteorologist could not do this job. And then people said, someone like you can't win that seat. I knew what that meant, because Illinois had never elected an LGBTQ person ever to go to Washington. And then politicians started telling me that I didn't pay my dues and that I would never earn their support. I didn't have the money to donate to myself. I wasn't wealthy. I'm still not wealthy. But sometimes proving other people wrong can give you the greatest reward. And today, I serve alongside Sarah McBride of Delaware, the first transgender member of Congress. And while I am Illinois' first LGBTQ member of Congress elected, Kevin Morrison is running to be the second LGBTQ member of Congress from Illinois right now. We don't yet have another meteorologist in Congress, but as I used to say, stay tuned. Let me tell you, and you might be surprised that the most important skill in Washington, it is not winning an argument or winning a debate. It's listening. It's caring. It's doing what you believe to be right for the people that you serve. Politics has very little to do with effective government. It's finding common ground with the people who don't think like you, who don't look like you, who don't come from the same place as you, who don't love like you. But if you believe that we are better when we work together, you show up, you forge a path forward, and you get shit done. You know, I'll tell you a story. The best boss that I ever had was when I worked up in Rockford, Illinois at WREX-TV. And I remember Maggie asked us once, what does it mean that we're Rockford's news leader? And I think we all looked around because we didn't know if it was a trick question or not. Then she gave us the answer. We're all leaders. You don't have to be the vice president in the corner office to be a leader. The writer's a leader, the camera operator is a leader, the graphic designer is a leader, the reporter's a leader, the anchor, the meteorologist is a leader. That, to me, is what we all need to understand. It doesn't mean that you have to be the boss of anybody to be a leader. It means that we take what we've learned and we help other people understand. Setting examples in your job, setting examples with your family, setting examples of leadership in your community, and maybe eventually being a leader in your country. Or it can be just someone that needs help and standing up for them. Speaking truth when it's uncomfortable. You don't need a title to lead. Lifting others up as you climb is as important as your elevation. And yes, sometimes it's just about showing up. That's something that I've learned time and time again about public service. The most powerful moments aren't always the loudest ones. They're the moments when people come together across differences and say, let's figure this out together. In your lifetime, you're going to face a lot of storms. There's going to be setbacks. There will be moments when you question everything. I mean, you all are the generation of social media, of Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. I mean, I still don't even know what the word Riz means. You all? No, nobody on the stage knows what that means. This generation is yours. And people like us are counting on you to figure it out. Think about this as you prepare to turn the tassel. You're graduated from a place that is rooted in purpose. Augustana has a rich history of teaching people to think deeply, to act boldly, and to care fiercely. So I want you to bring that Augie pride with you into the world because we need it. We need engineers who will build with compassion. We need artists who will tell stories that move us. We need musicians to bring us the sounds of joy. We need teachers who ignite curiosity and scientists who will help people make discovery and to heal. We need voices fighting for justice and hands that reach out to help others. Class of 2025, you're entering a world and you should be hungry for the change. All of you have a purpose, and this is a major step in a journey in your life. You understand that a job is something that you have to do, but a career is something that you want to do. And honestly, that's a flex. Do you know what that means either? I don't know what that means either. You know what flex means? It's good, right? Like totally rad. Sorry, I'm a child of the 80s. You're part of the most thoughtful, resilient, and globally aware generations that we have ever had in this country. You've grown up in an era of constant connection, constant change, and a pandemic that tested your spirit. Be bold with kindness. Don't be afraid to fail. Be the generation that doesn't wait for permission to make things better in this world. The world does not need you to be perfect, but it needs you to be present. And to be present means to be honest, be curious and compassionate with others and yourself. And just because you're graduating does not mean that you're getting off on doing homework, which brings me to my ask for you today. Be there for others, not just for the big moments, but for the everyday moments, for the people who need you to do that. Except for perhaps today, the greatest moments of your life will not be the greatest for the people around you. Today it is. Also, when you get married, when you build a family and you have children. But showing up for the hard work is just half of the work. And I always go back to these words by Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. It's okay to feel defeat. Being afraid of failure will often leave you out of the situations that bring you the greatest success. I want you to think of the greatest innovator, the greatest leader or trailblazer that comes to your mind. They failed, but what sets them apart is that they moved beyond it. They learned from that failure. They adapted and they found a different way. And I know you've already done much of that by being here today. So if you ever feel stuck or uncertain, remember this. You've already gotten through some really tough things. You've lived through history. You've pushed through your doubt. You survived grief. And you built relationships here at Augustana that changed you for the better. You've made playlists that got you through exams, professors that challenged you to think deeper. And you even learned TikTok dance trends that have at least 300 steps in 60 seconds. This campus, this college, and the Quad City community shaped you. And you have molded it. So don't leave here thinking that you're never going to come back. No matter where the wind takes you, remember, you are a Viking. You will always be a Viking, and Vikings don't drift, they sail. Many congratulations to you, the class of 2025. Continue to make us proud. And as this part of your journey comes to an end, a new one opens up. One that will take you to the moon and back. But remember that the sky cannot be the limit, because we have footprints on the moon. Aim higher than you think that you'll ever be able to reach. Fly high, my friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative Sorensen. I now invite Dr. Bokeen to come back to the podium to present the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters to Representative Eric Sorensen.
President Tolentino, I rise to present United States Representative Eric Sorensen as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. In recognition of his career as a scientist, advocate, and public servant, the Honorable Mr. Sorensen has been a champion for using sound, peer-reviewed science to approach some of the most vexing challenges facing our region, our nation, and our world. Refusing easy answers, he has challenged his colleagues in the United States Congress to be thoughtful and rigorous when discussing such issues as sustainable energy and climate change. Further, Congressman Sorensen is a history maker, as the first representative of the LGBT community to represent the Quad City in Washington, and to exemplify how working together across differences can empower us all. For all of these reasons, I am pleased to present, upon recommendation of the faculty, Eric Sorensen for a degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Augustana College, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Mr. Sorensen. I now invite Provost Diana Shandy to come forward to recognize those members of the faculty present today who are retiring.
Would the following faculty members please rise? Professor Ann Erickson. Professor Megan Quinn. Professor Michael Schroeder. Professor Cecilia Vogel.
Please let me add my thanks as well. On behalf of the students, alumni, and trustees of Augustana College, thank you for your extraordinary careers and all they have meant to our students' growth in mind, spirit, and body. And now, Provost Shandy will present the Augustana class of 2025 candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Will the Augustana College class of 2025 please rise? Madam President, on behalf of the faculty, I wish to recommend the conferring of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science on these candidates upon completion of the requirements.
Of the faculty, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Illinois and the Board of Trustees, and subject to your completion of the requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science with all the privileges, rights, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Please be seated. Will members of the class of 2025 please present themselves as their names are called? Mahasan Abdul Rahman Abdel Karim. Iratse Arimar Aceves, magna cum laude. Grant Ackard. Evan Adami, cum laude. John William Adams, summa cum laude. Ocean Keola Akau, summa cum laude. Kevin Levon Akins. Jasmine Alberto. Galila Asagid Alamayu, magna cum laude. Zoe Altamori. David Anthony Alvarez. Abib Lal Amatia, magna cum laude. Evan Michael Ambrose. Caitlin Anderson, cum laude. Thomas J. Anderson. Jasmine Diane Aponte. Austin Eduardo Aquino. Sophie Claire Arsenault, cum laude. Cade James Ariano, summa cum laude. Isabel Grace Austin, magna cum laude. Ashley Aubrey. Jacob Warren Badger, cum laude. Josie Benjara. Congratulations. Casey Rose Berrigan. Riley Catherine Basford. Jarrett Michael Baumgartner. Matthew Robert Bain. Addison Rochelle Becker. George Lawrence Benke, cum laude. Hiba Belhaj. Jasmine Anne-Marie Bell. Jackson Benedict. Ava Grace Benstein, summa cum laude. Emma Lynn Berg, cum laude. Eric Paul Berggren, magna cum laude. Hunter Andrew Birkland. Romik Budarai, cum laude. Grant Gunnar Biggins. Jackson Matthew Bender. Ian Arthur Bischoff. Miles Allen Blackburn. Zachary Thomas Blair, magna cum laude. Isabella Edith Blandford. Jackson Curtis Baum. Jonathan Miri Bolton. Aiden James Bond. Erin Grace Borntreger, cum laude. Carly Chen Lan Borsch. Christina Dionisia Bordzoni, cum laude. Salma Butalb, cum laude. Kate Olivia Bowling. Sylvester Christian Brady. Johnny Breeden. Elise Ann Brenner, cum laude. Rebecca Marie Brenner, cum laude. Brooke Lauren Brinks, cum laude. Farah Khan Brinto. Thomas Robert Brooks, cum laude. Jacob Allen Brown. Owen John Brown. Morgan Michelle Buchek, summa cum laude. Bui Duke Ang. Han Chu Mei Bui, magna cum laude. Joseph Burke, summa cum laude. Albert Martin Molnar Bouvari, summa cum laude. Lucy Bazia, magna cum laude. Cody Allen Bird, cum laude. Juliana Lauren Byrne, magna cum laude. J.C. Bythewood. Margaret Ann Calindo, cum laude. Nicholas Camacho. Keaton Canoy. Tristan Paul Carone. Isabella Anna Casanovas, summa cum laude. Yuel Stan Santua Casakite, cum laude. Elias Castellanos, cum laude. Casper Cibula, summa cum laude. Christopher Celius. Jackson Serta. Zoe Elena Cervantes, cum laude. Summer Chalmers. Cassandra Chandler Haig. Basil Chatta. Aman Chowdhury. Haley Nicole Chelberg. Charles Matthew Chisholm, cum laude. Carly Renee Seidella, cum laude. Brock Edmund Clark. Sophie Clark. Joran Franciscus Clem. Madison Elizabeth Claudia Kloman. Kylie Ann Kolaka, magna cum laude. Caitlin Ray Collier, summa cum laude. John Thomas Connolly III. Kylie N. Contreras. Anthony Robert Cooper, magna cum laude. Adrian Michael Corral. Jake Joseph Koss. Jessica Ann Caderone, summa cum laude. Natalie Marie Courtney, cum laude. Jack Everest Crabb, magna cum laude. Hunter William Kraft. Colleen Elizabeth Cranston. Liam Patrick Crawley. Henry Michael Crutcher, cum laude. Brianna Paige Culver. Gray Cunner, magna cum laude. Adriana Lynn Curtis, magna cum laude. Quinby James Dahl. Bing Dao. Madeline Elizabeth Da Silva. Anaya Adriana Davis. Ariana Paige Davis, magna cum laude. Colton Robert Davis. Torrance Michelle Davis. Ricardo Enrique de Vicente Fernandez. Clay Joseph de Bailey, magna cum laude. Peter James Deffenbaugh. Abigail Elizabeth DiGustino. Adrian Tommy Delatorre. China May Donato, cum laude. Ella Claire de Pasquala, magna cum laude. Lauren Sage Dickinson, cum laude. Annie Opal Sheeker Dixon, magna cum laude. Michael DeJoya Jr. Kaylin Vivienne Dix, cum laude. Claudia Annette Dugush, summa cum laude. Alexis Lane Dominguez. Molly Donaldson. Ismael Duami. Sean Michael Duckett. Alexander John Ernest, magna cum laude. Jason Lee Eicher, cum laude. Yuhaya Elazar. Abigail Ruby Ellis, cum laude. Kendon Xavier Phoenix Elwood. Abigail Elizabeth Ernst, cum laude. Raphael James Estrada. Samuel David Evenson. Philip Maximilian Excel, cum laude. Logan Ryan Farley. Rohan Farouk, cum laude. Alicia Karen Felker, cum laude. Ava Kathleen Fellers. Mia Michelle Fernandez, summa cum laude. Nicholas Andrew Finch. Grace Michelle Finney, cum laude. Jacob Bradley Fisher. Cody W. Fitzsimmons, cum laude. Brandon Michael Fleischer, cum laude. Anna Helen Fletcher, cum laude. Camila Jasmine Flores, cum laude. Santiago Flores, cum laude. Emmy Mary Elizabeth Forbes. Kale Adam Hokan Franson. Catherine Grace Fries, cum laude. Andrew Carl Frieden, cum laude.
Let's go, Andy!
Anna Joy Friel, cum laude. Rebecca Fuentes. Blaze Anthony Folco, summa cum laude. Trinity Rose Gallegos. Antonio Joseph Gassman. Alexander George Gazarek. Ruby Soleil Gerhardt, cum laude. Yanette Gezu, summa cum laude. Joseph Frederick Gibbons. Raylyn Marie Gibson, magna cum laude. Hunter Beowulf Gilbert. Nicholas Giliberto. Colton Gillingham. Anya Rose Giordano, cum laude. Haley Lynn Glasnovich, summa cum laude. Adam John Glendenning. Emma Marie Gokin, summa cum laude. Alexis Marguerite Golub, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Abbott Goldcamp. Samuel John Gonzaga Dero. Joanna Jacqueline Gonzalez, cum laude. Nicole Veronica Griffin, cum laude. Sawyer Yvette Graham. Cole Christopher Green. Bailey Anderson Greenberg. Abigail Paige Grems, summa cum laude. Savannah Noel Graybill. Catalina Grosso, cum laude. Madeline Rachel Grudy, cum laude. Chloe Gruzeska. Gianni Gubbins. Victoria Beverly Guest. Mansi Gujador. Victor Gurola. Angela Denise Guy. Moya Mikeda Guy. Grace Helen Guads. Bailey Marie Caroline Hacker, magna cum laude. Dawson Ray Haggard. Jillian Marie Hagman. Lucille Mary Hahn, cum laude. Mark Alexander Thomas Hall. Sean Timothy Halloran. Michael Scott Hamilton, magna cum laude. Cameron Ray Hannell, cum laude. Grace Marie Hankins, cum laude. Grayson Alexander Hansen, cum laude. Congratulations. Natalie Catherine Hansen. Bryn Arabella Hansmeyer, magna cum laude. Devlin Sebastian Harris, cum laude. Kendra Claire Hartstern, cum laude. Christina Eileen Harvey, summa cum laude. Soban Hassan, cum laude. Josie Maria Hathaway, cum laude. Caitlin Marie Hatterberg, cum laude. Elena Devon Hawes, cum laude. Matthew Charles Hawkins. Billy Jean Hayes Jr. Liam Haynes, cum laude. Zoe Kate Heyer. Luke Nathaniel Heinrichs, magna cum laude. Arthur Michel Serge Hermange, cum laude. Gustavo Hassel Fontanelli. Kara Hypes. Emma Elizabeth Hogren, magna cum laude. Courtney Danielle Holcomb, cum laude. Brady William Holtz. Shelby Nicole Holman. Parker Thomas Hopping. Larissa Renee Horton, summa cum laude. Luong Min Nguyen. Deaden Kai Jackson, magna cum laude. Ellison Ray Yawn. Morgan Jacob Janes. Rachel Elizabeth Hoxon, magna cum laude. Andrew Philip Seungjin Johns. Abigail Grace Jones, summa cum laude. Rijan Kafle, cum laude. Ryan Lucas Camerzel, magna cum laude. Riva Kansakar, magna cum laude. Ashish Kozaju. Rizma KC. Hugh Michael Keeney, cum laude. Carson Olivia Kekelik, magna cum laude. Carter Kenny, cum laude. Nicole Peyton Kettler. Asher Khan, cum laude. Nunu Kin. Jack Aiden Kiefer. Anna Grace Killalay, cum laude. Naomi Kinfu, cum laude. Ellen Elizabeth K. Kleindell, cum laude. Jonathan Christian Knuth. Kelsey Nicole Kaunick. Jacob Dylan Krasinski, cum laude. Christian Kravik. Sierra Grace Krogman. Jimmy Kuchaba. Elena Marie Kushkowski. John Patrick Landers, cum laude. Ashley Jean Lang. Colby Lape, cum laude. Kaylee Christine Larkin. Chase Charles Larson, cum laude. Madeline Therese Lathrop, cum laude. Cord Christian Lawrence. Alexis Lee, summa cum laude. Silvana Luz Leguizamo. Audrey Lewis. Anna Crystal Lindenberg, summa cum laude. Rachel Judith Linsky. Janie Caitlin Locander. Joseph Dennis Lockwood. Jeanette Gutierrez Lopez. Mason Bryce Love. Gabriel Alejandro Luna, cum laude. Carlos Luviano. Ashley Marie Lyon. Shay McAfee. Tanner M. McDonald. Anna Elise Machieski. Mackenzie Renee Maddox. Alyssa Jordan Magsumbol, magna cum laude. Ali Lorraine Majersic, summa cum laude. Roslyn Marie Marmaleo. Nada Marquez. Sarah Bailey Marshall, cum laude. Kenneth Ian Martin. Brianna Marie Matkovich. Hannah Jane Maurer. Matthew Scott Maurer, magna cum laude. Patrick Michael Mayer. Isaac James McConnell, magna cum laude. Gavin William McCory, magna cum laude. Mary Claire McCoy. Reagan J. McDonald, magna cum laude. Colin William McDowell. Abigail Jane McKay, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann McMahon. Maisie Lorraine McNamee, magna cum laude. Reed Michael McNeil. Garrett Neil McNellis. Allison Elizabeth McPeak, summa cum laude. Courtney McRoberts, summa cum laude. Emily Elise Medford, magna cum laude. Maximus Dieter Mies. Nathan Dean Melby. Bemnet Gashah Melisse, cum laude. John Franklin Melton, cum laude. Ellie Memishi. Sergio Mendieta. Hera Johannes Merga. Brandon Adero Merritt. Nathan Michael Messina. Paige Lillian Meyer, summa cum laude. Savannah Lee Miney. Santiago Miranda. Gregory Paul Eric Mistek. Mohammed Fazal, cum laude. Mackenzie Alexis Monroy. Kelly Ann Moore, cum laude. Setjomar Morales Espinosa, cum laude. Zachary Michael Moriano. Crystal Moreno Aguilar, cum laude. Lorenzo Granite Moreno. Hannah Grace Mortensen, summa cum laude. Daniel David Moselle, cum laude. Evelyn Mosqueda. Yazid Muain. Fernando Jose Munguia Alfaro. Jesus Morillo. Sean Riley Samuel Murray. Dominic Julius Myers Foster. Kayla Christine Napoli, magna cum laude. Reem Nasiri. Mikel Nabahas. Nicholas Navarro, cum laude. Kira Nicole Nelson, summa cum laude. Charlotte Grace Newport, summa cum laude. Waithera Nyanya. Ming Pham Vu Nguyen, cum laude. Quan Ming Nguyen, cum laude. Mi Nguyen. Andy Nguyen, cum laude. Congratulations. Easton Riley Nichols, magna cum laude. Gavin E. Nickerson. Caitlin Marie Needfelt, cum laude. Zion Casa Nigate, magna cum laude. Grishma Nirola. Megan Nixon. J. Francis Ebi Noliedo, magna cum laude. Jacob Allen North. Mackenzie Norville, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth O'Brien, cum laude. Kelsey Ann O'Connor, magna cum laude. Xander Grant O'Dwyer. Lauren Taylor Elke. Kayla Elizabeth Ohm, cum laude. Tracy A. Okech, summa cum laude. Silgelia Essie Owiaba Okine, magna cum laude. Isabella Olalde, cum laude. Favor Taiwo Olatunde, cum laude. Liz Orgaz Ramirez. Hildana Samson Hadiz. Edgar Ortiz Flores. Lucas William Osborne, cum laude. Ennis Weasor. Michelle Renee Pacheco, magna cum laude. Kyla Danielle Painter. Grace Elizabeth Palmer, magna cum laude. Jack Otto Patine. Eli Ione Paulson. Lizzie Jane Peltzman. Lee Catherine Pengel, summa cum laude. Omar de Jesus Perez Alfaro, cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Peters, summa cum laude. Annalise Claire Peterson. Sandy File. Fan Kui Tu Ha, cum laude. Tim Gabriel Philippe, magna cum laude. Castra Pierre. Lentz Pierre. Andelin Poffenberger, cum laude. Pravani Pradhan, magna cum laude. Arshia Prajapati, summa cum laude. Brendan James Radokovich. Jamie Elaine Rader. Anna Elizabeth Geiley Ramberg, summa cum laude. Jessica Ramirez. Josephine Ramirez. Ella Harper Randolph. Sophia Rankin, summa cum laude. Brianna Gisela Reagan, cum laude. Noah Rettig, summa cum laude. Adriana Reyes. Allison Jean Rial, summa cum laude. Peyton Lorraine Richard, summa cum laude. Sophia Amanda Ridge. William Michael Riebel. Jack Chandler James Riley. Dante Joseph Rinaldi. Bryson Christopher Robinson Levant. Emilio Jose Rodriguez Ojos. Karen Marion Rodriguez. Kevin Noel Rodriguez. Michael Jason Rodriguez. Soshil Rodriguez. Ella Rogers. Charlie Royland, magna cum laude. Danielle Caitlin Cruz Rojas, cum laude. Miles K. Rubio. Joseph Anthony Rafato, magna cum laude. Neely K. Rush, magna cum laude. Eleanor Razut, summa cum laude. Mary Rebecca Sabo, cum laude. Yumna Sefula. Armando Salas Salas. Benjamin N. Samuelson. Giselle Celine San Juan. Olivia Ann Sanborn. Catherine Elizabeth Sanders, summa cum laude. Ana San Jose Garcia. Jacqueline Marie Schmidt, magna cum laude. Morgan Rin Schrader, cum laude. Benjamin Charles Schultz. Sophia Marie Schultz. Olivia Schwingle, magna cum laude. Alyssa Lynn Scudder. Max Emmanuel Sellers, cum laude. Dakota Michael Sarah, cum laude. Sangamitra Shakia, magna cum laude. Ethan Henry Schapp. Graham Isaac Schapp. Zachary Thomas Sheehan. Jeremy Sherpa. Adele Yasmin Shirky, cum laude. Arnav Shrestha, cum laude. Cretan Shrestha, cum laude. Stuti Shrestha, cum laude. Regina Guadalupe Seabrug. Holden Forsyth Sienna, cum laude. Anthony Silva. Anna Rose Silversmet, cum laude. Iman Siraj. Amin Slawi. Isabel Miriam Smart, magna cum laude. Aidan Broderick Smith, magna cum laude. Adam Daniel Suchka. Jenna Nicole Sorensen, cum laude. Henry Hyatt Southern. Alexa Marie Soto Collazo. Jacob Benjamin Spicer. Tenley Grace Sproston, cum laude. Caitlin M. Starr. Benjamin John Statz. Sarah Ann Stevanovic. Christian Richie Steinman, cum laude. Bjarki Stoll, cum laude. Grace Carolyn Strachey, cum laude. Dakota Nicholas Strait. Molly Anne-Marie Sullivan. Kyra Faith Swearingen, cum laude. Sydney Sandra Tykowski. Julie Ann Tarling. William Patrick Taylor, cum laude. Abigail Jean Tegmeyer. Lainey Rose Terfructi, summa cum laude. Mariola Tesoro Ricote. Courtney Haley Thames, cum laude. Alvin Alex Thukanot. Lillian Marie Thomas, magna cum laude. Carter Thompson, magna cum laude. Adam Christopher Thorson, summa cum laude. Reem Clay. Cameron Frederick Tomko. Cameron Ann Tomlinson. India Torres. Karina Torres. Ling Chun, magna cum laude. Tyler Patrick Troche, cum laude. Enrique Felix Toison, magna cum laude. Haley Jolene Maxine Turner. Naya Suzanne Tyler, magna cum laude. William Mitchell Uni, cum laude. Alex Timothy Upton, magna cum laude. Annabella Marie Valenti. Christine Vangelov, cum laude. Samuel Joseph Vasek, summa cum laude. Emma Lena Vassallo. James J. Verco, cum laude. Luis Antonio Duarte Vieira. Sarah Villani. Hannah Waddell. Isaiah John Wahab. Brooke Addison Walker. Mackenzie Lynn Walker Lee. John Joseph Warhank, summa cum laude. Hope Danielle Washington. Emma Marie Watts, magna cum laude. Kaylin Helen Weed. Raymond Thomas Wigan. Jacob Daniel Weinberg. Jean-Claude Kamala Weka. Noah Donald Wirtz. Kobe James West. Michael Alden Wary II. Marley Danielle Whipple. Carter White. Madison Marie Weiss. Ariel Annabella Wilcox, magna cum laude. Charlie Ann Williams. Kennedy Grace Williams. Luke Ryan Willis. Joshua Forrester Winslow. Paige Elaine Withy, magna cum laude. Daniel Richard Witkowski. Rachel Elizabeth Witt, summa cum laude. Joshua Edward Woodry. Isabella Wright. Bridget Lorraine Wunderlich, cum laude. Megan Michelle Yaruso, summa cum laude. Sid Singh Chen Yontes, summa cum laude. John Zames. Caleb Zamenek, cum laude. Amy Louise Ziegler, summa cum laude. Audrey Rose Rellinger Zettler, summa cum laude. Laszlo Brian William Ziebel, summa cum laude. Charles Edward Zelensky. Aiden Daniel Jones Zoller, magna cum laude. Eliza Zolku. Mohamed Boukami. Bamlak Getacho Abdisa, cum laude. Paulus Million Ziedi, magna cum laude. Your last? Jason Nana Kweku Obeng Nyadu. Congratulations.
Okay. Now, let's take this next step together. And graduates, please turn your tassels from the right side to the left to signify a graduate. Our business today is nearly concluded, but it would be far from complete without some words of thanks. I would first ask the faculty of Augustana College to please stand. Students, family members, and friends, please join me in recognizing the outstanding faculty of Augustana College. Thank you. And there's one more very important group here, and that is the parents and parental figures who provided the support and assistance so that those honored today could obtain their degrees from Augustana College. Would the parents or parental figures for the class of 2025 please stand to be recognized? So I have one housekeeping tip. Following our recessional, family members and friends will be free to leave via the same doors through which they entered, and there's ample space for families to reconnect with their students just outside the main entrance of the vibrant arena. Congratulations once again to all our graduates, and I now invite all those who are able to please stand for the benediction, upon conclusion of which I call to a close the 165th Commencement Convocation of Augustana College. Please rise as you are able.
The moment that you have been waiting for, this is the time that we send you out into the world. May you trust that you have what is needed for the journey ahead. May you commit yourselves to continued learning and growth, and may you see and respond when the needs of those around you are more significant than your own. Now, through the power of the divine resilience, strength, and joy, you are called into the world, class of 2025. God bless you with confidence and openness and grace, now and always. Amen.